This is the 87th annual New York Daily News Golden Gloves. The action is starting to heat up as we get set for our next bout of the evening. Rich Quinones is ringside with Lou DiBella and Chris Galliano, and this should be a very spirited match between Jaime Estrada and Michael Stoute, and for that we will throw it inside the ring to our ring announcer, Kevin Van Meter.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next matchup is the 123-pound Open Championship. This bout will consist of three 3-minute rounds. The referee is Andy Adele. In the gold corner, Jaime Estrada. He's 20 years old. He represents Newburgh Boxing Club. Jaime is a sales associate for New Windsor and the returning champion in this division. His 2014 gloves record, 2 decisions, 1 bye. And in the blue corner, Michael Stoute, 24 years old, from Heavy Hitters Boxing Club. Michael is from Quorum, Long Island, and won the 2011 123 Novice Champion. His 2014 gloves record, 3 decisions. Ladies and gentlemen, there'll be a brief awards presentation following the next bout.
All right, so this one is set up for Estrada and Michael Stoute, and as we say goodbye to Chris Galliano, we appreciate a couple moments of his time. Rich Quinones, Lou DiBella, another special guest at the broadcast table.
And we're keeping it in the Galliano family. Stephen Galliano here, junior Olympic gold medalist, sitting next to us. And Stephen, you're probably the youngest guy that's ever called a fight on Broadway boxing. Congratulations.
It's an honor.
You know anything about either Jaime Estrada or Michael Stoute?
Jaime Estrada, he's a 2-time Golden Glove champion. He's an inside fighter, and Michael Stoute is a outside rangy southpaw, former Golden Glove champion. It should be a great matchup.
So Stoute, you think, has to keep it in the center of the ring, keep it on the outside, use his jab?
Yes. They fought in the 2013 Metros, and Jaime won the inside fight, and he got a decision.
And you expect Jaime to try to do the same thing, fight it on the inside, rough him up?
Yes.
Keep the fight on the inside. Stoute's chances here for the gloves, the golden gloves, is to keep the fight on the outside, score with the jab.
Middle of the ring, and try to avoid Jaime because he has heavy hands.
You don't seem very nervous with a microphone, bro.
No.
I'm getting a little nervous on this side. You know, he's getting too comfortable over there, Lou. I'll tell you the interesting story. Jaime Estrada, real quick, 20 years of age. Go back a couple years. You talk about character in and outside the ring. This kid was leaving a summer party in Newburgh, was stabbed in the back, then the arm, had a collapsed lung, had a long stint in the hospital, didn't even think he would fight again, build up his stamina, got his heart back in it. That's a lot of toughness and a lot of grit. Give him all the credit in the world for getting back inside the ring.
Yeah, it takes a lot of heart.
And he came full circle in 2013, recaptured his 123-pound title with a 3-2 win over Wilfredo Moraes.
Rich, how old are these young men?
These guys are extremely young. Estrada is 20 years old, and Stoute is 24 years of age, and Stoute's coming from Heavy Hitters, 3 decisions.
Do you see a pro prospect in the ring right now?
I think they're both great prospects. Both of them. Extreme talent. Okay. And that's the reason they're in the finals.
Not only are you comfortable, but you're a politician, too.
Yes.
Welcome to boxing on this side. Lou, I think Estrada, you talk about one of those a kid, when you look at him and say, there's a name to remember, win, lose, or draw, however it plays out tonight, I certainly think this kid's going to be a future star.
Yes.
Well, you know what? I like the bounce. I like the movement. I like his feet already. I mean, you know, you see a lot of amateurs tend to be a bit flat-footed. This kid is bouncing, which is nice to see, giving angles, moving, also trying to throw some bombs.
Yeah, Stoute is boxing good so far.
You're right, and Stoute's actually landed a couple of obvious scoring jabs.
Yeah.
For young fighters, they move around very well. Good right by Estrada.
Right now, Stoute's doing a good job keeping out at his distance.
Just to make a point, too, this is slated for 3 3-minute rounds. This is the male open. Stoute snuck in that left.
You know, the jab's an effective weapon for Stoute. I mean, it's not particularly hard, but it scores.
It's
nice right hand right there.
Tracks.
Followed it with a decent right hand. So far, this has been very good boxing here by Stoute.
Stoute's got some really fast hands.
Well, he's neutralizing, so far, Estrada's aggression.
Estrada stopped the bouncing a bit.
Stop the bouncing when he ate a couple of jabs. Every time he now lunges in, he's getting hit. And that's causing him to, again, jab lands.
Nice left hand.
Left hand was really nice.
Good exchange back in the center of the ring. Estrada comes back with a right. Good combination by Stoute. Oh, Estrada tagged him with a counter right.
Oh, nice one.
50 seconds left in the round.
Blew that right by Stoute, 300%.
Stoute does not want to be on the ropes.
Yeah.
It's not where he wants to be.
Making Estrada think about coming in a little bit too. Under 40 to go, round number 1.
Nice work here by Stoute.
Good body shot by Estrada.
That left.
Good counterpuncher by Stoute.
Stoute's a very effective counterpuncher, particularly with the left hand.
Under 10 to go, round number 1.
He measures a lot with that right hand. I'd like to see him snap it a little bit more, be to his advantage. All right, Steven.
I thought Jamie landed a few good shots, but I thought Stoute dominated the pace. He dominated the round, and I gave that first round to him.
I agree with you.
Yes.
I concur. I thought it was action-packed too.
Yes.
Good first round, but Stoute clearly landed more effective, clearer punches, more definitive. I think that was a pretty clear round for Michael Stoute.
We take a listen into Stoute's corner.
All you do is try to counter. Keep turning them. Stay busy. This is easy. You understand what I'm telling you? Easy.
Now, I don't know how easy it is, but I'll tell you, I do think that if he continues doing what he did that round, he's going to get a pair of golden gloves.
I don't know if you caught the tail end. He said he's through. I don't know, smaller fighter, and you're trying to sneak inside a little bit. Your opponent's using that jab, keeping you at bay. There is going to be some frustration there. He's got to work around that. What kind of adjustment does he need to make?
Nice left hand to the body.
He needs to time him better, and he needs to, when that jab is out there, he needs to be throwing the punch of his own. He needs to work his way in. He needs to get the respect of Stoute and work his way in, which he's starting to do a little bit right now.
I want to see a jab from Estrada. He's just walking straight in.
And you think the lack of the jab is not allowing him to get his distance?
No.
Well, he caught Stoute with a right.
He's still eating more punches than he's delivering. I mean, I think this is another round for Stoute
And
so
it can
far.
open up the scoring, absolutely.
Nice punch.
Nose bleeding.
Really good left hand there by Stoute. Estrada's nose is bleeding.
Yes.
I think this round you're actually seeing too the footwork of Stoute. After those counters and those connections, he quickly moves. He's keeping his feet going, not stationary. Not giving Estrada anything.
But you know, I think at this point Estrada knows he's in
He's
trouble.
behind, yeah. He landed a right. Under 30 to go, round number 2.
He's catching about 3 for every one he's landing there. Very effective boxing by the southpaw.
Oh, nice left hand to the body. He has an answer for everything Estrada does.
That's a great point. Yes, he does.
If there's anything I'd like to see Stoute improve in his game, is to snap that jab out more.
Yeah.
I mean, he uses it well to establish distance, but he uses it a little bit too much as a measuring stick. You know, he has tremendous ability. I'd like to see that jab snap out more as
You're not talking
as a weapon.
consistently, but physically when he's
And you know
snapping
what,
it, just keep.
In the amateurs, frankly, he's still scoring. Those jabs are
Sure,
still
they're
connected.
touching.
But if he ever wants to make that move to the pro ranks, that jab can be a weapon, and he has the ability to have the kind of jab that can be a weapon.
I say 2 rounds rounds for Stoute.
I'm down with you on this one,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
He's dominating the fight completely. He has Estrada extremely frustrated, and he's beautiful boxing. I want to see him
Break down that replay for us. See
hook right
there.
hand. He's just everything Estrada's doing.
Very
he's
nice.
beating him at it.
Very nice left right there lands.
See how he sneaks it in too?
Yeah, he's extremely quick.
All right, here's Jaime Estrada's corner.
And they're telling him really the only thing they can tell him, which is to lay the pressure on, because he has to get inside and he has to lay the pressure on. But you know what? He needs to do something like jab to work his way in.
Lands a right.
Because right now he's not getting inside.
He needs to cut the ring a little bit better too.
You know
He's
what?
just walking straight in.
And when you look at Stoute, 24 years of age, doesn't really fight like a 24-year-old. I don't think he's going to get frustrated, even if this bout was slated for 6. It's 3, but he's in complete control.
He's remaining composed.
Yes. Oh, great combination by Stoute.
Very smart boxing by Stoute.
Another combination, Lou. Touched him up.
The left landed clean. Very sneaky left hand by Stoute. You know, very short, very effective.
He's putting them together better now.
And 2 coming from a southpaw, that hand speed with that left.
Yeah. It's extremely hard to fight a southpaw, and one who's extremely slick.
Hence the sneaky.
Yeah.
Sneakiness. Good left, lands again.
I wanna see him keep his hands up when he steps out, when he steps back. Estrada can use that to his advantage. When Stoute finishes punching, he keeps his hands down.
Well, without headgear, if he ever turns pro and he backs up with his hands down,
Yeah, he get caught.
not a good look. Not a good look.
Otherwise, he's putting on a great show.
Oh,
Good
nice.
left.
Nice
And he
left.
went downstairs too.
Yeah, you see Jamie caught him with his hands down.
At this point, I think Jamie would need to do something dramatic.
Yeah. Probably needs a few 8 counts.
2 8 counts or a knockout. Otherwise, I think this one is almost in the books already.
Well, he's got a minute to do something. 3rd and final round between Estrada in the gold,
He's been-
Stoute in the blue.
Been soundly outlanded. Estrada. Oh, nice combination there by Michael Stoute.
Beautiful.
I just think ultimately when you look at the fight, Estrada is a very good fighter, but Stoute, I hate to say light years ahead.
Yeah.
He's just an exceptional, he's put on a great show this evening.
Well, you know, boxing beautifully. I mean, at the sweet science, you know, Stoute is really putting on a display of the sweet science in this bout. Very, very good combination
Beautiful
right
combination.
there. Snap Estrada's head back. And Stoute's not a big puncher, but those are just effective, clean punches.
Yeah. He wants to make that transition to the pros. Just,
Well, that's
you know,
it.
Put more in those punches, snap that jab better.
The jab is, the lack of power behind this jab might be the biggest criticism I'd make on Stoute.
Yeah.
Though in this fight, it's hard to criticize anything. He soundly outboxed
He has
Estrada so far.
extreme skills.
Excellent performance by Michael Stoute.
Yes.
Lou, if you had a second, what's something that Estrada needs to work on?
Jabbing, I mean, a more well-rounded game. I mean, aggression is nice. Fans like to see it. But if you want to win fights, you have to land clean punches. It's not just aggression; it's effective aggressiveness.
Yes.
And in this fight, I don't think Estrada's aggression was effective at all. You know, he was soundly outboxed, soundly outjabbed. Every aspect of the fight, this particular fight, he was outclassed by Michael Stoute. And I'm very impressed by the fact that Stoute took a fight that he had lost his previous meeting with Estrada, and to beat him so soundly tonight, at least in my view, I would say that that's very, very impressive. He made the kind of adjustments necessary to take the pair of Golden Gloves home with him. And the Heavy Hitters Boxing Club, I think, is going to be real proud of Michael Stoute tonight.
I agree with you. I believe he will have his 2nd pair of Golden Gloves.
Well, we'll make that verdict. We'll see how that plays out. It does look like we all agree across the board. We'll come back with the decision. More Golden Gloves from the Barclay Center right after this.
Let's hear for our boxers, ladies and gentlemen. And the 123-pound open champion is from the blue corner, Michael Stoute.
No surprise there. Excellent performance from Michael Stoute. I mean, actually, I think that's really one of the best boxed matches I've seen in this Golden Gloves tournament. I think Stoute put on a real great show there. That was some excellent boxing.
Very impressed.
I think, again, when it's all said and done, he might be the most complete, consistent, and arguably the best boxer in the tournament.
Yeah.
I mean, when you look at everything, patience, the jab, Lou talked a little bit about the accuracy, the footwork, fighting as a southpaw. I think he's got an opportunity to walk away with the Sugar Ray Robinson Award when it's all said and done.
He couldn't afford much better in that fight. I mean, I think he pretty much dictated the pace from the get-go. I mean, Estrada came out very, very aggressive, very strong early, but we're going to take a break right now. We're here at the Golden Gloves at Broadway Boxing.